What is going on, guys? My name is Ryan, and I know this video is like about 28 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to have it to be. But in this video, I do have like a lot of important things to talk about. That is, if you did endure the pain that was season 4 of Smite, which, my God, was fucking terrible. And in this video, I'm gonna be discussing what they need to do in season 5. But since this video is coming out so late, I meant to do this video back in like December, but you know, whatever. So whatever I'm talking about this video, they've probably either already done or they've already not like wrote off as they're not going to do it. So like this video is not really going to do much for them, but you know, it's something that needs to be said, and hopefully they do these things. So the reason that I'm putting these two together is because it's not going to take me too long to do either of them. So first off, we're going to start off with the maps, and the conquest. I'm not going to worry too long on this one because as they've already announced that they're going to change the conquest map, and they've already released screenshots. They did a whole behind the scenes video, and they've explained it. And in my opinion, it does look pretty good. I think it'll really fuck the jungles over, but the conquest map we have right now really makes the junglers OP. So whenever this new one comes out, the good junglers will stay in jungle, and the bad ones will go to some other role. But yeah, so like as you can tell, the jungle's more open. Yeah, they're gonna change that. So with all the other maps, like the arena map, I feel like the arena map is good for what it's trying to do. I don't like arena. I hate the game mode. I don't think it's fun at all. But for what it's trying to do, I do think it is a good map for the type of game mode it is. So I'm not gonna really mess with that one. But the joust map, on the other hand, the joust map needs to be changed quite a bit because it needs to be different from the duel map. The joust map is a really good duel map, but I don't think it's big enough to have a full 3-on-3 type game. I feel like it needs to be just made a little bit bigger. Like they need to go back to the old style of the old joust map, where there's jungles on either side and it looks kind of like a tiny conquest map. I feel like that's what they need to do. As far as the clash map, that's already been changed, so I don't really see the need for them changing it again. And I don't like Clash either, but again, I can see how some people that play Clash like that map. So that's fine. I don't really feel like they need to change that. And for the Siege map is also really good for the game mode. I personally do enjoy Siege. I think Siege is a fun enough game mode. And for that, the map is great for the type of game mode it is. And yeah, so now we're going to get into to team queuing. Or team ranked or whatever I put it up as. But the problem with the problem with this is that I think early in season 4 or later on in season 3, or I don't know when they did it, but they made it to where you couldn't queue ranked with more than 2 people, and that's fine. Like that's a good enough idea on its own, and I understand where they're coming from on that. But they really need to think about people that play as like teams and stuff like that, and that want to do this, because they're not going to go and play casual, because then they're going against some like cancerous thing like 3 jungles and then a mid and a carry. They're doing something like that, which I personally hate going up against that, especially whenever I'm killing with like 4 other people and I want to have a competitive-ish match, but yeah, we're going up against something like that. So I feel like they need to change that, or they don't really need to change it. They just need to have a separate playlist for teams. Like they need to have team v team ranked, and they can also have solo ranked, or you know, 2 people ranked, whatever they want to do with that. But yeah, I feel like that needs to be a really big change in season 5. And I heard from someone that they're already doing this, so that's why I'm not going to focus on that for too long either. But yeah, so if they're doing it, that's good. If not, then what the fuck are you doing, Smite? Now this one's going to be a little difficult to explain, and it's also going to be a little difficult for Smite to actually do. But what I mean by meta is every MOBA, along with Smite extremely, they have this meta. And metas are gods, items, you know, things that will give you an advantage. And if you try to play against the meta, you're more than likely going to lose. But in Season 3, Smite did a really good job of not having this type of meta. In Season 4, they, for some reason, decided to embrace the meta, and they decided to just be casual along with every other MOBA. They didn't try to stand out at all. But in Season 3, Smite was different from other metas, or not metas, MOBAs, because it didn't have a meta. It was kind of just play whoever you were good with. So, in Smite, it's completely different, and gods such as Ao Kuang, who else is in the fucking meta right now? Ao Kuang, Discordia, Kokolin, people like that, Artio, those guys are gonna be the main thing in the meta. And if you don't play those gods, you're more than likely gonna lose, especially if, like, let's say you're a support, right? Let's say you're a support such as someone like Fafnir, because Fafnir isn't really in the meta anymore. Let's say you're playing someone as Fafnir and you're really good with Fafnir, but someone else is playing an Artio in the support lane. You're probably gonna get killed because they're playing a god in the meta and you're playing Fafnir. You're probably gonna get killed and you're gonna get wrecked just because Smite favors those type of gods. For some reason they do this. Or like let's say you're playing jungle, right? And you're playing Bakasura and the other person's playing Thor, like they are in this game. Thor is sort of in the meta, but Bakasura is really high in the meta right now. And I don't like playing Bakasura a whole lot anymore because he is high in the meta, and I don't like playing with the meta, which is why I did so poorly in season 4. But Bakasura is my favorite god. He's been my favorite god for a while, so I just decided to play him this game. But yeah, so they really need to fix this whole meta nonsense because it's completely stupid, and it makes dumb players that just know what's hot right now to win. You don't have to be good at the game, you just have to know what to do because of the meta. Like, you don't have to be new, creative, you don't have to do shit, just know what to do. I know it sounds weird, and I know it sounds like, oh, if they know what to do, then they must be good. I know, but just trust me on this one, the fucking meta sucks, and it needs to get enough nerf now. It needs to be completely out of the game. So yeah, but like, the problem with meta is, like, what's the point of having all these other gods if there's like 10 that are just gonna win every game? Whatever, I'm done talking about this. Okay, cool. So my editor decided to just say fuck you, Ryan, and not let me do anything else to the video. So the only thing I can do is add commentaries. That's why on that last little title card thing, the music was really quiet, because it wouldn't even let me turn it up, because it's like, fuck you, Ryan, just add commentary. So for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna be spitballing all I need to do, or just kind of going on into the next topic, because it won't let me do this professional at all. So woohoo, I guess. Look, this video's gonna be terrible now, but we'll do it like this, alright? So I gotta somehow keep it going for about 21 more minutes, and just talking about the next, what topic am I on, number 3? Alright, I gotta talk about 7 more topics. Alright, so first one, it's gonna be items. Items need to be completely fixed, or I don't know, something. Look, what they did in season 4 is they just kept adding items as they felt like it. They kept removing and adding items and stuff like that. And for someone like me that was hopping in and out of season 4 because it was just so bad they didn't even want to play it, someone like me that did that is going to be completely confused. And I was whenever I come back into it. Like, I came back and I stayed for a bit towards the end of season 4, and I've stayed for quite a bit now. But it really messed up the whole item system, because like Hastened Fatalis, right? That got removed. It got placed with Hastened Katana, and people like, I think it was like carries and mages can't build it or some shit like that. I don't know why, but yeah, they can't build it, I guess. Or I think it's just mages. I don't know. It was something like that. And I was so confused whenever that happened. And I was confused with every new support item that was hopping in. And I was confused with every other thing. And what this whole item thing does, is it really fucks up the meta, which I know I spoke about. And the meta, it's not bad because it's the meta. It is, but like, it's also bad because they keep changing it like every 2 days. Because of the new items and the new gods, and how broken gods are, and then how broken some items are. They keep changing it, and what it does is it really messes up the meta so bad. Because like, at first on season 4, right, whenever season 4 first came out, I loved it because it was about building AoE on supports, right? Because whenever season 4 came out, I was a support man. It was about building AoE on supports, right? That way you could help other teammates out. And then that's severely dumbed down to where it's all about being a support. You need to get gold, you need to build defense. That's what it was about, and it completely changed everything, and I hate it. Because why would you do that? Like, why would you make it something early on in the season and then have the while it was gone, apparently they changed the meta like 3 or 4 times, because it was just so like, they did. It's like Smite doesn't even know what they're doing. It's like this dude doesn't even know what they're doing. This is why we're moving on to the next thing, which is just simply fire Ajax. This dude needs to be out. I don't know what he's doing. He got lucky, like whenever they first hired him, like he made Amaterasu, and he got lucky and he stayed in, I guess. But this dude should not even be here anymore. This dude needs to be gone, because he doesn't even know what he's doing. He's the one responsible for all these meta changes and everything else like that. He needs to be fired. He needs to be, I don't know, basically he needs to be done, He's no longer needed in this thing because he's the reason Smite is so fucking bad and the reason it changes so fucking much. I hate this dude in my life. Like, this dude needs to, no, I'm not gonna say that, but he needs to be fired. He needs to be fired. Alright. After that, we're gonna move on to the next thing, which I kind of touched on with items, but stop fucking supports. Like, supports get the brunt end of the stick on everything. Like, Season 3 supports were a bit up there, and, like, they were fun to play as. Season 4, early Season 4, they were also fun because of the whole AoE thing. And then I come back, and it's like supports are, like, irrelevant. Like, no one wants to play support because they completely fucked them. They made it to where they're practically useless, and their job is so much more difficult than any other job. Why are you doing this? Like, just let them do what they want to do. Like, you're changing the meta to where they have to, like, always adapt. Like other lanes, they don't really have to adapt as much as fucking supports do. So with that, I just said fuck it, and I went to jungle because jungle is more fun to me right now. Because support is just so fucking boring, and you build like the same like 7 items every fucking game. It's so fucking bull. There's no more counter building in the support lane. The support lane is just fucking. You go out there, you build these, you get assist, and you're done. Support used to be so much more complicated and fun, but it's just fuck support. Like, why would you do this shit? And I blame it on Ajax again. Fuck Ajax. Alright, next topic. Stop fucking solos. You're fucking every single lane that needs to not be fucked. Stop fucking solos. No one wants to play solo anymore. Or they kind of fixed it, but early Season 4, solos was kind of fucked. No one wanted to play solo because of just how bad the items were and how bad it would do. Like, everyone would build Deathwalker. That's what everyone would do. They would build the same items every single time on anybody. It used to only be Bellona, but after a while, they would just do it on anybody. And Midgardian, no, was it Mystical Mail or Midgardian Mail? One of those, I think it was Mystical Mail. That item was built on every single solo, and the shit was just fucking boring. There was no counter building in solo. There was no, hey, I'm better than you. It was just, hey, stay in your fucking lane and build the same 7 items every game. It was so fucking, 6 items. Alright, okay, my bad. 6 items. I don't know why I was saying 7, but 6 items. Build the same 6 items every game, and then do that every single fucking game until you get burnt out of it. Like my friend Nate, he said fuck solo, and he just went on to mid for a while. And me and him did this whole jungle and mid thing for a bit, but after a while they stopped that because solo got fixed, and he felt like going back to solo. So there we go. So yeah, fuck the meta, fuck solo, fuck support, fix your goddamn game, Smite. Next one is gonna be one that severely needs to be fixed. I don't know why people even still bother playing this shit. Fucking ranked. Ranked needs to be fixed. I don't know what they're doing with ranked, but it needs to be completely fixed. Like I said, the whole team queuing thing needs to be added in. But along with that, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with the rank system. Like, okay, so right. Last split, right? Me and Nate both went 5-5, and we both got placed in like mid gold, right? I think I got placed like a little higher, something like that. But we both got placed. No, either he got placed a little bit higher, or I got placed a little bit higher. But we both placed mid gold, which is good because mid gold is the complete middle of the ladder. It's not high, it's not low. It's just in the middle of everything, right? And we went 5-5, like we split. So yeah, we should get placed in that. So yeah, that was good. That was like good job, Smite. Like that. That's actually fair. But then next season, we did a bit better. We did a bit better on the split. We both went 7-3, right? And we got placed low silver. Low silver is practically, besides high bronze and low bronze, it is the 3rd lowest type of rank you can get. We got placed low silver even though we got +2 on our games. Like, we did better than last season. And we got +2 on our games. And we got placed like low silver. What the fuck are you doing, Smite? How does that make sense? I want to know. Explain to me. We both played good and all this good. Like, we played the exact same as we did last season, but we just won 2 more games. So how is it that we got placed even lower than we did the first season? That's some fucking bullshit. Not only that, but ranked is just so fucking, I want to say toxic. Yeah, I'm gonna say toxic. Ranked is so fucking toxic, and it allows people to do shit like this, right? So let's say you get in the game, right, and you call jungle, right, and you get jungle, but then some dude called jungle 2, right? So you have jungle, he has jungle 2, but the problem with that is that he's picking higher than you. So he gets to be jungle, and it makes you be whatever support is left, which no, whatever role is left, which is usually support. And no one wants to play support anymore because of how shitty of a role it is. So no one wants to play support, so it fucks them, and then in ranked you have 2 junglers because the game's fucking broken, right? Why it allows people to do stupid shit like that, and it's fucking bullshit. Whenever, even if like you call jungle first, they have a higher pick than you, so it's gonna be stuck like that. So here's what you need to do, Smite. I don't want you to copy League too much because you're basically already doing that, especially with your whole paladin thing. You're fucking copying Overwatch, but you like to copy things, right? So then why don't you just do this, right? You add a draft mode to ranked, right? To where whenever you queue up for ranked, right? That's when you pick your role, or do it like whenever like the first like split starts. Then it's like, hey, primary role, secondary role. Do that, all right? Just do that. That way you don't have things like that. That way, like you could be like, all right, you queue up for ranked, right? It's like, what role do you want to play? Jungle. You could play whatever role you want to do. So I'll say jungle, right? Because I want to do jungle. So you play jungle, and then you get paired up with other people that went carry, mid, support, solo. You do stuff like that, and that makes it so much easier. And then you don't have to do this whole fucking bullshit where you have to support even though you call jungle first. It's like not good, Smite. Fix your fucking game. Anyways, I'm finally done with ranked. I think I'm finally done with ranked. All right, now let's move on to the next topic. Rework major gods. This one I'm not gonna. This one's just me fucking bitching and moaning. That's like this whole video is. But this one's not really too major. It's just me going against the meta again, like I always do. So let's say you're playing. Okay, so fucking Ao Kuang needs to be reworked entirely. Like he needs to not be what the like. I know it's not good for Ao Kuang to have a second major rework, but he needs to not be so fucking bullshit. Cause like let's say you're in mid lane, right? Let's say you're like really like working on the dude and like you need the XP. Cause like let's say you're down like level, right? And you're really working on the dude, and you get him low enough to where all you have to do is just ult or do any move to kill him, right? And then your Ao Kuang jungler comes in and he ults and he's done. Because Ao Kuang's ult is so fucking bullshit. He just throws you up in the air, and if you're low enough, it's an insta kill, which needs to be completely done along with Thanatos' ultimate. Thanatos' ultimate is better than Ao Kuang's though, because like it's better in like my opinion, because like you have to like hit it, right? It's insta kill if you hit it though, and they could juke you out and stuff like that. But with Ao Kuang's ultimate, they can't juke you out. Your thing follows them around, which is some bullshit, and it needs to not be in the game. Thanatos' ultimate takes a little bit more skill, but Ao Kuang's needs to be removed from the game entirely. Like, what the fuck is that? Bastet, also. She's also broken. What the fuck are you doing with her? Her cats do, like, I don't remember. It's, like, some, like, crazy fucking amount of damage. So I think it's, like, 1,000 or something like that. Maybe even more. Her fucking cats are fucking annoying, and you need to get rid of them, Smite. Like, what the fuck? It's like you summon them and then they're done. Like they could be at like full health, right? And they could be the same level as you, but you catch them alone in the jungle, you summon them, they're done. It's simple because they're fucking fast. They're faster than any god, unless like you're Mercury with like sprint and like sprint and like something to like upgrade. Like you can be like Mercury with like full passive with sprint, and then maybe you outrun them. But if you're not Mercury with full passive and sprint, you're fucked. It's just how you're fucked. No matter what, you can have 2 levels on her and full health, but she summons in the cats and you're fucked. That needs to be done. Then we're gonna move on to the next topic because again, I don't want to talk to the topic a lot because that is just me sort of bitching. But this one I might be on for a bit. Who really knows? But give PS4 some type of league. Just give them some type of league, please. Because like, what's the point of playing in PS4 if it's not even like that competitive? Because you like. Playing PS4, it's like every single match is a casual match, because like every other person that plays like League and like they try to play it like competitively or some shit, like they're playing to get something out of it, right? They're playing to get something out of it. And with PS4, it's like, what's the point of having ranked if there is no like professional league? Like I'm not saying that you need to like give PS4 like something like too major, because it is just a small. It is like the population of like PS4 users is not that much compared to like Xbox and PC. But just give them some type of league with like a grand prize of like 100 grand. Like you could fucking do that shit, right? Like you can do it, right? Like you can do that, Smite, right? Holy shit, my fucking English. I'm getting like mad, but like yeah, whatever. But Smite, you can do it, right? 100 grand. That's not too much compared to what you're giving on PC. You're giving like what, like almost 2 million on PC, right? It's like a lot. And for play, and that's if you get first place. But if you get second place, you're giving like what, 500 grand. And then on Xbox, I don't even know how much you're giving on Xbox. I think it's like 500 grand for first place or something like that. But on at PlayStation 4, no one really plays it a whole lot. But like, give them some type of league. Give them like 100 grand if they win the whole thing. Just do something. Like, please. Like, PlayStation 4 needs something. It's way too fucking boring whenever like you're just sitting in a ranked match and you're not really playing too much, because you're not giving much. Like, you could be the #1 ranked player in the world, but you're on PS4, so you're not getting shit. But on PC you get shit, and on fucking Xbox you get shit if you do that shit right. So that one didn't really take a whole long. But this one, that's not really a problem with. This one's not really a problem with you, but you do need to fix it. Stop with the fucking toxicity. Like, damn. Like, this one is directed to the fucking community, but stop with the toxicity. Like, holy shit. Like, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege for like the past 3 days or so, and Rainbow Six Siege is just as competitive as PS4 Smite, if not even more competitive as PS4 Smite. And the community is so fucking nice over there. Holy shit. Like, if you sit there and you play fucking Smite, right? Let's say you play Smite. Just rent Rainbow Six Siege and play it for like a day, and you'll be so much more impressed with the community. You can be like going like 0-6, right? That's the most you can do is 0-6, I believe. No, it's actually whatever. You can get like a lot of fucking deaths, right? And the community will still be fucking nice or some shit. There is a toxic side to Rainbow Six Siege. There is, trust me, but it's so much less than, like, you could be playing like a casual conquest maps, right? And if you're going like 0-3, then people will start getting mad at you. But you can be playing a ranked Rainbow Six match, and you could be going 0-3, and no one's gonna give a fuck, because that's just how the game is. People are so nice over there, and it's amazing how good Rainbow Six Siege is with their community. That's not really them. It's just the type of people that play their game. But Smite, do something. Like, whenever people were like, "Hey, report toxic behavior," actually fucking listen to that shit. Like, actually, like, whenever they report it, actually go and check. Because I feel like whenever I report somebody for just spamming U-Rock, cancel that. If I'm going like 0-2, when someone's like spamming that stuff, then you need to like actually like listen to that stuff. I feel like whenever I like report someone for that, like, you're not like really like listening a whole lot. Like, you're not like looking at it and actually taking it into consideration that they were fucking toxic. So you need to get better with that. All right, Smite, you need to get better with that. And also the community needs to get better on that. Like, it's yeah, they need to get better on that. So I know this video is really jumbled up, and after I had to kind of throw away everything because my editor messed up, I just kind of started ranting. And I'm not really good at ranting because I get mad and my speech just kind of jumbles up. And it did. You saw multiple times my speech kind of jumbled up, which means nobody's really going to take this video too seriously. Even if you're from Smite, you're not really going to take this video too seriously. But that's fine, I guess. Whenever I kind of throw everything, yeah, that's shit that happened. And this is what happens, right? I like repeat over myself, like what I just did like 3 seconds ago. I repeat over myself whenever I get angry or whenever I just try to talk normally without some type of script. So yeah, just speaking of not being as professional as I can be, Smite, you need to do the fucking same. Get more professional, Smite. Like, you have money. We know you do, or else you wouldn't be giving away like $2 million as like a grand prize, or it might be like a little bit less. I don't know. But you have this big pro league that people actually go and see. So why is it that regular like split games or like anything like leading up to that, why is it done in like this mom's looking basement of like a fucking stage? Like, it seriously looks like something that I can like put together in like a day with like something like I found around like the house. Like, you seriously need to just be a little bit more like, I'm not saying like get like an arena or anything like that, but just get a better place to do this type of shit. Like, I understand you probably can't afford an arena like every single like split or like every single game day, but just do more, Smite. Like, it just looks like you're not even giving a fucking effort to the pro league. Oh, all right, so that's about it. That's all I really have to talk about in this video. Yeah, hopefully I did this all right. I know I didn't, and I know this shit was bad, but just try your best to follow along in the video and try your best to understand where I'm coming from. I know my speech is really fucked, but it's not really something that I can control too well. But hopefully with more commentary videos that I do, I can get better at this. But yeah, so as of right now, my name is Ryan. I'll see you guys later.